Welcome to The Story Thinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-hosts for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Thinker on Patreon. Let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of In the Bleak Midwinter, In the Shadows. And we are here with Emily, who has had her introduction. She's an awesome Webtoons person. See all the links below. Check out all her creative works. She's awesome. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so
diving back in with our boy, Luka.
Yeah, he is being led along at gunpoint, gun shoved in his back. His hands are trembling, and he asks, "Where are you taking me?" And 𝗵𝗶𝗆𝗆 just says, "Quiet," because I don't think he's known for his great, social skills. And
I just want to put out there, 𝗵𝗶𝗆𝗆 is quite tall. That's tall man.
Huh, that's true. Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're walking, and Luka is clearly nervous, and he asks, "Where did your friend go?" Then he gets no response. And he looks around, he's observing. And snow falling, he's just looking around more, and then he lets his hand down, and he's thinking back to the map that he was pointing to. So clearly he's like figuring out where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know much, but we know Luka is onto something.
As this says, I'm pretty sure that says hot zone on the map.
Yeah.
I did this dumb thing. I'm like, I think it's for Patreon, Discord. I don't think it matters. I'm sharing it. But like, I tried to take any landscape pictures from In the Bleak Midwinter and apply them to this map.
Oh, yeah.
And if I did this correctly, Dreamscape is like that way. It's a little bit close to where they are, but the hospital's pretty close. And I think it's neat because, I mean, he spent a lot of time there, so he probably recognizes this area pretty well.
That's very impressive. I like that. That's pretty cool detective work.
I should, the detective webtoon, I don't apply my detective skills to that. It's for the sci-fi webtoon.
That's funny. Yeah, so you see Luka's eyes narrow, so you feel like he's a little more confident now, where before he was shaking and he was nervous. So it's like, something's up. And they're walking, and he says, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Are you deaf?" The person behind him was like, "Are you deaf?"
Do you want me to, can I be the other guy?
Yeah, sure.
"Are you deaf?" He said, "Enough talking."
And 𝗵𝗶𝗆𝗆 was like, and then Luka's like, "You're not human. You have technology you shouldn't have. You took Ivan. It wasn't some accident or android ploy."
And Mr. Man shoves a gun in his back and said, "We're far worse than androids, kid."
Well, okay, that's interesting that they perceive themselves to be bad, because most people will justify their behavior and view themselves as the good guy, and in some whatever twisted fashion. But he's like, "No, we're just bad."
No, wraiths are not even saying we're bad. We're saying we're worse. We equate us with those guys. No, we're worse. As like it's a compliment. Like, yeah, we're bad guys. We're the cool bad guys. We're even better and worse. That's I think that's me. I think the first thing I've seen of this, the androids and the humans both are so convinced on their own sides that they're like the good guy. We're androids and we did nothing. He was like, "Yeah, we did nothing either, and you're the bad guy." Meanwhile, there's this third class that none of them know about that's like, "We're evil. I'm not even trying to be good. I just want to kill people."
Well, there we go. We can
but it's funny.
With our moral quandary, and we can just assign all villainy to them.
He's like, "Why are you trying to make each other the villain when this person right here literally wants to be the villain?"
Just fulfill his life dreams. Let him achieve his goals.
They're like, "You're the villain. No, you're the villain. Fellas, I literally just ripped this person apart for fun."
Oh, gosh.
But so Luka gets shocked when this guy says that we're far worse than androids, kid, and he gets and 𝗵𝗶𝗆𝗆, finally having enough of these people talking, stops and says, "Enough. We need to keep moving." And the wind
As he
blows
stops,
and he looks up
which
at
is
the
funny. He like stops and says, "Let's keep moving."
stop. We need to keep moving. Let's go. And the wind blows and they look up at the sky. We have to reach base before the storm hits.
And yeah, Luka looks up. He is very focused, very concentrated. There's the wind, there's the snow. And he tells them, "I'm not a soldier. I have no strategic value."
Sure you don't. So you're doing a supply run as a civilian then? Sure. We'll see how quick your tune changes when we get to the factory.
And it's hilarious. 𝗵𝗶𝗱𝗆's like, "Which part of being quiet did you not understand, 26?" He's like, "Shut up, you're giving away information. Just stop."
I was laughing at this when this came out and I was reading. I was like, we'll see how quick your tune changes when we get to the factory. Did you just go to the factory? What the heck?
Right? The bumbling bird.
I have to find a voice actor for this guy, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, who wants to be like the stupidest idiot ever?"
It's so fun. I love these like comedies where like there's the dumb villain. I love it. I love stupid like characters like this, so I'm all down for this.
Oh yeah, what was his name formerly? 26.
Yeah, 26. Poor guy, he doesn't even have a name.
Which part of being quiet did you not understand, 26?
Sorry, sir. And Luka is just looking determinedly, and he's like, "So if not for trade, why do you want me?"
Oh, I should say before I was getting so into character, I didn't say like the panel right when he says the factory, which we should revisit, I think.
Yeah.
Luka freezes and turns back to 𝗵𝗶𝗱 because he notices the 𝗵𝗶𝗱 like freezes.
Right.
So he's like thinking factory must be significant, of course.
Right.
Some people were thinking the factory could have been that factory like in season 1 where all those androids were with Delta. Do you think this is a different factory?
Dreamscape, you mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think it was Dreamscape. It was just like a factory and they had all these dead androids laying there and Delta was doing his fun little
like laying them to rest?
Yeah.
No, maybe.
Wonder what a factory is. What if we get 2 webtoons with factory arcs where everyone gets sad? Ooh, let's see.
I would assume the factory maybe has something to do with their 𝗕𝗏𝗄 production, their scientific. It's more like a lab, but I don't know.
So yeah, so you said, "So if not for trade, why do you want me?" And Robo's just, "I'm not gonna speak."
Ignoring him.
Luka says, "I just want to live. I know the city better than most. I grew up here. Just tell me where my friends are. I'll help you. Can I see them?" And 𝗵𝗶𝗱𝗆 has finally just like, he's not. Then he's like, "You know what? Kind of earns you that stuff." I think he's trying to derail what he's saying, but I wonder why he chooses a compliment. Maybe just like that's smart, but not smart enough.
I think because he's showing him that he can't get away with it, like that he's fully in his control. Where Luka might think, "Oh, I have an out, or else people will find me." I think he's saying like, "You're not getting away with anything. Like maybe we're going to send someone back to wipe those away or something." I think he's trying to assert himself over him.
Yes. And so he says, "That was quick thinking back there, trying to mark the wall so others couldn't follow the breadcrumbs. Tricks like that are used by soldiers, not civilians. So you're either lying or someone taught you well." And he remembers the map and he thinks
again. Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm gonna pull my cool card and say the cool thing now that we're in the hot zone.
Yes.
So he says, "The Bane of the South taught me." Stop. "So you're friends? And you have him, but not Anya. Huh, you don't know that. You're just assuming and hoping. I know several things. Like how you're wondering if I can be used against Ivan. He isn't broken and you're desperate enough to try. You definitely don't have Anya or else you would have corrected me. That means what I overheard earlier was right. Delta has her." And he's like, "Oh, there it is, my little signal. Watch her in the background."
Yeah.
"And I also know you're on the wrong side of town."
Boom, boom. Mic drop.
And
Luka,
I've delayed you long enough.
Wow, that's like some brutal prowess there. You're lording it over them.
I was like, chills. I was like, you know what? Brave soldier. Smart soldier.
Yeah, that was really good reasoning over there. I'm so impressed with him. I am very impressed.
Good boy, Luka.
And like the chutzpah to talk like that to him, he's like, actually.
the real chutzpah, like, you're on the wrong side of town, sir.
As all these androids come pressing in.
running in. Everyone's jogging in.
And he's like,
I'm excited to see where this
laid
leads.
you long enough. He's got that intent look in his eyebrows. Awesome. Yeah, well, actually, this was another short one, so I think we can do the last one.
Heck yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for that one.
Alrighty.
Thank you to my current patrons: Suzie, Lady Libris, Lily, Molly, Veronica, Emily, Joe, Rochelle, Saucy Toggles, Anne, Rose, Alexa, Misty, Joanne, Esther, and Watching You People, Emily, Jean, Jen, Kay, Lily, Beckett, Christine, Sadie, Teresa, Mrs. Castaldo, and Emma Cora. Your support is truly appreciated.